Yo, 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 we are back in Calgary. I was so excited to get started on my car again that I came straight from the airport. I was actually expecting parts to arrive today, so I had to be here to receive them. And I also mounted some tires on my car and polished up the headlights with Ray. So I know a lot of people have been asking me to do that for quite some time. And I went ahead and did it today. This one is a little bit duller on the inside. The lens needs to be taken off and re-cleaned, but overall, it's good to be with the car again. It's good to see it. These are the seats that I'm going to be mounting. And the part that came in through the mail today, parts I guess I should say, are Street Faction seat rails. They come with sliders, side mounts themselves. They also hooked it up with a bunch of swag. So they sent me this shirt, stickers, air fresheners, you name it. So shout out to Street Faction. Good quality stuff. The workmanship on these parts are top notch. I highly recommend them. So be sure to check them out. I'll put their website on the screen here. Did you miss me, Devin? Did you miss us? Nah. He said he hasn't taken his hoodie off since we left. Hasn't left the couch since. We also restored this. Thanks, Brandon, for helping. But just that black trim piece on there.
So clean, man, your headlight.
This headlight looks really good, but this one is dull and hazy on the inside, so I have to take it apart and polish it. How about you, man? What'd you do while we were gone?
Not much. Worked on my car.
Boring.
Yeah.
So these seat rails came as a pair. So you pretty much have to build the complete mounting system onto the seat and then put it into the car as one piece.
Got Devin working away here. How's it coming, man? It's coming, man.
Got the first Street Faction side mount rail on. That's how it looks onto the seat. We were about to get started on the second one, but we had to run and grab this package that showed up. I think you already know what this one is. So this is the 87 mil gasket. I had to upsize because the first head gasket that I bought was for standard bore, so no good for these pistons. Welcome to the Tomei experience. Just kidding. Damn, there it is.
Oh, hey.
Oh wow, they gave me an extra restrictor too. A lot of people have different reviews and opinions about what to do with those oil restrictors, so best thing I can do is just do my own research and figure out what works best for my engine build setup. So that's that. Now these things. This is my whole engine right here, pretty much. So they come with new C-clamps. These are all new piston ring sets, one for each piston. This build just got real serious. Holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah, so like I said, now that all the parts are here, it should be coming together very, very, very soon. I'm kind of tired right now, so you might not be able to sense the excitement in my voice, but I'm just that much closer to driving my car again. Feels good. Feels good, man. But yeah, I definitely want to finish up on these seats, so I'm going to keep working away at those. So you are gonna remachine the block to do the piston clearance and all that, and
Yep. So basically, we're gonna go. I've already roughed the block out at work. I've just got to finish it now with the deck plate. I needed to wait to get these pistons to get the actual size of each piston, and then I will machine the holes to the piston size. They are nice. Nice Corello forged flat top, which is interesting. But spec sheets say lower compression ratio.
It's like 8.2, I think.
Yes, 8.2. What was it?
8.2 to 1.
Yeah. And then we got piston to wall, 3 thou. And we got beefy wrist pins. Check these out.
Yeah. I can just attach these to my standard rods, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
RB30 coming soon. It's coming sooner than you think. After this thing is blueprinted and machined, it doesn't take too long to assemble an engine. The longest part of it is over gathering all the parts. Everything has been gathered, and now it's just like a race against time for Driven. Yeah, I'm sure David's got a lot to do too.
That'll be a separate video.
It's grind season. Stay tuned for that one. As far as the seats go, I think we installed them backwards, so we're gonna have to take them apart and do it again. What was you saying about the instruction manual? It didn't come with any instructions, so.
Oh yeah, so basically
this is the
kind of like your reference point. So now you can measure whether or not this bracket either goes this way, mounts to the rail, or it goes on the inside. What did you say?
I put this on backwards. You can see the
Okay.
SF. It's
Yeah, that
backwards.
too.
We just got the first one finished. We ran into a couple obstacles along the way, using the wrong side mount on the wrong seat. So we had to reinstall it, and here it is bolted into the car. What do you think, Devin?
Fucking comfy, dude.
One thing I want to do is slide the seat back, just for the most like leg room. One thing about the sliders that didn't work out was when we put the seat rails on the right way, this piece is no longer wide enough to engage both sliders. So I don't know, maybe the other side is longer, maybe not, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. But I'm fucking tired. I haven't been home since Toronto yet, so I think I'm gonna call it a night here and get back on this tomorrow. Thanks for the help, Devin. Back at it again, another day here. We got the passenger seat in yesterday. Gonna give it a quick test. Let's see how it sits.
Oh, you got a Street Faction shirt?
Yeah, man.
Jealous.
Shout out to Street Faction once again for the dope shirt. This is not too bad. It sits a little bit high, kind of like the stock seat, but they are adjustable, so we might play around with that today. First things first, I want to get the driver's seat in and have some seats bolted down into this thing. For the driver's side, I might just not put the slider in altogether, so it sits a little bit lower. The only thing with that is it'll be a fixed position, which isn't too bad considering I'm going to be the only one driving this car this year.
Alright.
Salt, mate. What is that? Right, there's the little bit of modification that you need to do, at least on these seats to fit these. I just had to drill holes for the side mounts. This is a threaded insert, so this is just gonna get installed into there, and then I can bolt the rail. Sweet, so there's that insert right there. And it's nice, this kit comes with all the bolts and hardware that you need to install. It's a little tricky at first considering there's no instruction manual, but after doing the first one, it's pretty straightforward. Devin's here reinstalling the slider. I think I mentioned yesterday that with the configuration of these brackets, the sliders are a little bit further apart from each other. So we had to bend that arm a little bit to fit between those. How's it going?
It's all going okay.
Is it working? Sick. Here are the driver's side rails bolted up to the seat. Once again, I'm opting not to use the sliders on this seat, just so they sit a little bit lower, and this seat won't be moving around much anyways, so I don't really see the need to have the sliders on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in the car now. Both seats are now installed. The driver's seat sits okay. It's definitely lower than stock, but it's not like low max height or anything. Keep in mind, these are just like generic bucket seats. Reclinable, they're pretty wide, they're comfy, they're not like too over the top. These are out of the Slamry, believe it or not, and if you guys watched that video, I just dyed them black. So yeah, good upgrade over the stock seats. And we now have seats in the Skyline again. Have a seat, Devin. So yeah, like I mentioned, Devin was able to slide this seat all the way back, so it's at a good position now. Yeah. The seat is perfect for me. It could go for a lower seat, but these seats are just temporary. I got so much on my plate that I got to take care of right now that seats are just not in the question. And these are sitting around from the Slamry build, so yeah, why not throw them in, clean them up a little bit. And the interior, I guess, is complete now.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Shoutouts to everybody that has helped and supported me along the way. Once again, huge shout out to Street Faction for hooking it up and helping out with the build. They are a company in the States, so I can't imagine they do too many R33 seat rails, but they were able to make it work. Super impressed and happy with the quality of the parts. They also hooked it up with a bunch of air fresheners. Check out their store. They sell air fresheners like stickers and like apparel. So we got this dope shirt. Yeah, as you guys saw in this video, Matt took the pistons away to do piston clearance and stuff with the block. So the block should be happening pretty soon. I have a time, kind of set a timeline for myself as for when I want to get the block into the car. I don't want to say anything just yet, just in case there are more setbacks. You know, I've ran into one almost every step along the way. So hopefully now things start to go a bit smoother and we can have this thing back on the road for Driven. Driven Calgary is in about 2 weeks, so not too much time left to finish this thing. The car is ready for the engine. The engine is like the biggest thing that's left. I've saved it for last, and now I could just focus on that. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. This thing will be running and back on the road again soon. So.